Hey, it's Tim.
And it's Amy from GoWithLess. If this is your first time on our channel, welcome. We're really glad that you're here.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be working on a collaboration with a group of frugal YouTubers. Amy put this together and we're going to be talking about splurges in her life. How do we treat ourselves?
And it's actually pretty cool because all these frugal YouTubers who are dialed into keeping costs low, where do they treat themselves? Do they have big splurges on things? Do they take a long hot shower and that's their splurge, which would be great? I'm kind of interested to see what they all do. And it's really cool working with this group because everybody takes their own approach to the same topic. And you can find all of their videos down in the description of our video box down below. And at the end of the video, I'm going to include a playlist that has all the videos on it so you can go check those all out, and they're always really cool.
They are very cool. Just a quick introduction to us. So we used to have a big spendy life. We were spending about $115,000 a year. Now we're spending about $36,000 a year. That translates to $6,500 a month that we've reduced from the spending that we have in our life.
That allowed us to retire after we made that big transition, and life is better for it. But we do have some big splurges. So we hope that you'll stay tuned to hear what they are. We normally come out with a video every single Wednesday. It talks about our life, and a lot of that is about travel. So we talk budget travel, travel hacking, house sitting, things like that every Wednesday. We hope that you'll subscribe over here in the corner. And with that, let's get started.
All right, so we're going to start with our largest splurge, and that splurge is going to be travel. We often debate whether or not this is a splurge at all. We are planning to be full-time nomads in roughly a year. We're going to sell our house and live on the road. In running those numbers, we believe it's going to cost us less money to be on the road than it costs us to be in our house here in Colorado, which is fully paid for.
We still can't get over how crazy that is. But last year we did spend 107 nights traveling. That didn't include any hostels or any park benches or even any camping. And with 107 nights on the road, we spent just over $7,000. So while $7,000 is definitely a splurge and it's a lot of money for sure, we did it really carefully. And we went to some countries that were less expensive and had some splurges in those countries. So when we did big splurges, it wasn't in the more expensive countries.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note that that $7,000 includes every nickel we spent, whether that's food. That's not just getting there and staying there. That's every bit of entertainment we had, every bit of food we put in our mouth. Everything we did is included in that.
Every subway ride
is included in that number.
Yeah, so just an example of the splurges that we took. We did a splurge in Poland, in Krakow, Poland. Krakow, Poland is a really, really amazing, gorgeous, and affordable place. And we took a food walking tour, food and vodka. I didn't even think I liked vodka. Turns out I do in Poland because it was delicious. But it was $16 a person. If we took that same tour in the U.S., and we have taken many of these tours in our past, we'd pay like $75-ish per person for that tour. It was $16 per person in Krakow. So we could do the splurge in Krakow because it was $16, and that was probably pretty splurgy in Poland. And then we were in Budapest, Hungary. I found the best chef in all of Budapest with the highest Michelin stars, and he has a more affordable concept restaurant. So we went for lunch, and we had a 3-course meal each. That was less than $40. So even though we did these splurges on our travels, we did them in a way that wasn't so break the banky.
So I think if you choose an affordable destination, it's easy to splurge there for a little less money.
That's
right. For a lot less money.
Yeah, so that's one of our tricks is keep your splurges to cheaper places.
Yep. Our second splurge is going to be on our health. Again, we debate whether or not this is a splurge. We almost view this more as an investment in our health. If we are doing the right things now, and this investment, by the way, is in a gym. So we pay almost $200 a month to be at a gym. And so that's obviously a hefty price tag we pay. But we feel like if we're doing this, that in the long term, it's going to be more affordable for our health and that we're going to be healthy and we're not going to have a bunch of issues that we're going to have to be dealing with poor health.
And here's the thing. We aren't the kind of people who are self-motivated to be fit. No. I know that a lot of viewers and friends and people in the world are, and we admire those people like you can't even imagine, but we aren't those people. No. We need serious accountability. So we go to a gym and we pay for that accountability. We love this gym, but since January the 5th, I haven't missed a single day, and I didn't want to go this morning. I got up and did a really hard workout because we have that accountability there. and they will notice if we're not there, and they're going to reach out and be like, what the heck, where were you? And I think that if I don't show up for a couple of days, someone's going to come to my house and come and get me to go to the gym.
They've actually said they will do that.
And I hope they do. I'm paying for them to do that. So I really hope they don't need to. Just having that accountability overhead, make sure that we're really...
And the fact that we're doing it together adds another level of accountability. So.
But we used to go to the gym together. I would go to a class. Tim would sit in the sauna. P.S. Tim lost 30 pounds doing that. I don't know.
Magic.
It seems a little unfair when I'm at the class and you're in the sauna.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, in our old life, we used to spend a lot on holidays. We just had Valentine's Day, which is where this idea came from of like love and treating yourself and treating others, etc. And in our old life, we used to be kind of normal people for holidays. We used to go out to expensive meals, maybe a concert or a theater show or something like that. And Tim would maybe send flowers to the office for Valentine's Day or for our anniversary. And he would buy me tons of cards. He would buy me like 4, 5, 6 plus cards. And one would be like funny and romantic and pretty and sexy and goofball and whatever. And here's all these different cards with gifts and whatever, like all that. And now we actually don't give each other gifts at all.
We got each other.
We have each other. That's free. And we're together now like 95% of our time, because for us, we actually look at our time. Our biggest splurge ever is that we have all of our time to ourselves, and that feels very decadent.
Yeah, I think we feel like our life is just simply a splurge. And the weird thing is, back when we were spending $115,000 a year, we felt like we were pretty frugal, and we would do things that were splurgy. We would consider certainly splurgy in our current life, but back then we didn't consider them splurges at all. Going to have sushi on a weekly basis. So we don't do that much anymore. However, even though we don't do that much anymore, we should go have sushi maybe. But considering our spending now, our life feels so much more full than it ever felt when we were spending $115K a year.
So I guess the real splurge is that we have our time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Well, I guess it's not really lame.
It's not lame at all.
It's not lame, but hopefully that resonates with someone on the other side of this. We would love to hear how you splurge on yourself. Maybe it's free simple things like a nap or a hot shower, which we both really love. Maybe it's like a shopping spree or around the world airfare in first class. I don't know. What do? Maybe you take airline points and miles and you splurge with those. Maybe you take cash gifts that someone gives you and you splurge with that. We would love to hear your ideas, whether you think it's something a frugal YouTuber would think is great or not. I still want to hear it. So please put that down below and I will make sure to respond to those.
So there's our video. We hope that you'll subscribe right over here.
Yeah, we also hope you'll give it a thumbs up and that you'll come back on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're tackling a topic that we have been asked about a lot, and that is, what the heck do we do for healthcare while we are retired? And that's a doozy of a video. We've been putting that off for like a long time.
I have.
So stay tuned because that's coming up next Wednesday, and with that, we'll see you soon.